These are so fucking gross. Battle of the Sexes is the true story of Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs and the tennis tournament that they played in the 70s. Tennis match, tennis game, tennis league. It's directed by, the two that did Little Miss Sunshine, Jonathan Davis and Valerie Ferris. We're gonna go with that. It stars Steve Carell and Emma Stone, and it's one of those movies that it's like, how do you fuck it up? How do you take such a great story and just run it through the shitter? The reviews for this movie are very, like, tame and nice. And I don't know why. The fact that there was a time where I was like, this is going to be a huge Oscar movie, is almost shocking to me. Because this movie is just an incoherent slock of nothingness, of cheap bullshit, and things, and it almost just makes me feel like, why did I see it? What was the point? Oh my god, I just got like 8 texts. So, where to begin? I mean, I guess the overall encompassing problem this movie has is its script, which is dreadful. It's just dreadful. From the beginning of the movie, I was like, is this really gonna be what the whole thing is like? And sure enough, it is. It's just a terrible screenplay for so many different reasons. It's so in your face, like shoving shit down your throat, that it almost borders on cheesy. Like, all of these different storylines and things that are happening and aspects of characters are crammed down your throat so heavily and so often it's nauseating. You're just sitting there going, I get it. I understand. Let's move on. And when that's not happening, the dialogue is amateur. There is a scene where Billie Jean King is about to go out and play her tennis match, Bobby Riggs, and Alan Cumming is like, something's wrong with the outfit, you know. I think it's the shoes. And her gay lover, you hear in the background, who's a hairdresser, you hear, is it the hair? And there's this dramatic reveal, and you see her there, and everyone turns and looks at her. Like, what the fuck am I watching? High School Musical? Like, it's just so bad and basic and, like, written like an amateur. And it's so strange for a movie like this that the dialogue can be so terrible. It's just unnerving to me how bad it was. Because like I said, when it's not just shoving crap down your throat, it's just bad dialogue and cheesy dialogue, and it's corny and it's hard to listen to. It thinks it's witty and it thinks it's funny and it thinks it's clever, and it's just bad. It's really miserable. It reminds me of Why Detroit is a great movie, which is a movie I saw earlier this year, and in my opinion one of the best movies made this year. And it's not in your face at all. It's tame in an unusual sense of the way. Like, Will Poulter isn't going around spewing racial slurs and just basically staring down the camera going, I'm a racist. He's portraying it in a certain way where it's almost subtle, but you get that he's just a wicked person. In this, with all of the sexist characters, they're just spouting a bunch of bullshit, and you don't feel like they're real people. You feel like they're cartoon characters, which in a sense, I guess, is how you're supposed to feel, but it didn't come across as being a stylistic choice. It came across as being, they're poorly written. Because nothing in this movie feels like it was stylistically chosen. Everything in this movie just feels basic and generic and stock. And it's unusual because it should have been a style, but it's not. It just feels poor and lazy and cheap. which is strange, again, considering the talent behind this film. The performances are very, like, hit or miss. The reason this movie works at all is the acting talent of Steve Carell and Emma Stone. Both of them are great in this. They portray their characters well, and they make bad dialogue sound good. Like, whenever they're talking, it doesn't sound that bad, because they're just kind of natural performances. They both fit their characters strongly, and they both envelop their characters strongly, so you really get the sense out of them, of their characters, and so you're sort of distracted from the script when they're talking. But then there are some really bad performances, and I want to talk about two specifically. The one that really, really bothered me is Sarah Silverman. She drove me insane the entire movie. She's supposed to be the wisecracking, Jewish, like, I don't even know what the hell. She's just supposed to have all the witty one-liners, and she is just the worst in this movie. Her writing is terrible, it's so forced, and her performance doesn't help. It's just so, like, it's so pretentious, you know? She thinks she's being all that, and the standout of the scene, and always the spotlight, and you're supposed to go, oh man, this scene's gonna be real funny when she's on, and you're like, fuck you. The other one that was real great, just a great fucking performance, coming hot off an Oscar win for Best Supporting Actor in Independence Day Resurgence, was Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman,
They're coming back.
Boy, he's on a roll lately, huh? He's like, it's not even all his fault. No, he's really bad, and his character and performance overall sort of brings about the problem of the direction. The direction is also terrible in this movie. Using Bill Pullman as an example, they have this annoying shit. And they do this in every sports movie, and it bothers me in every sports movie. Even in Creed, which was my favorite movie of 2015, they do this. Always, during the final match, in every sports movie, they're always cutting back and forth to people watching it on TV. And it's always really annoying, because it always kind of just takes you out of it. Creed, it's done better, but it's still irritating. And in this, it's just miserable. Like, there are laughable shots where, you know, Bobby Riggs will lose a point, and Bill Pullman will go, thought that was a good idea? Was it the writers? Was it the directors? Was it Bill Pullman? I don't care who it was. There's some blame to be had. Like, there's so much of that. The entire movie is so goddamn cheesy, and it's just irritating to watch. You just want it to end. You just want it to be over and done. I saw this movie last night, and most often I like to record my reviews right after I see this movie, and so that it's my first reaction. But like, I decided to sit on this one for a day. Maybe I'd be less kind of ticked off about it. And no, it's just a fucking bad movie. If you're watching this for Oscar reasons, it's not gonna show up anywhere. And if it does, I'll be kind of pissed off. I'm seeing Stronger tomorrow, so joke's on you. Anyway, what did you guys think? Have you seen Battle of the Sexes? Have you not seen Battle of the Sexes? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.